can watch me when I fall, when I cry, when I get shot, when I go to jail, when I die. You can watch.
MAKAVELI in this. Your homie Gab is in the building.
In 1998, when the music world was still reeling from the death of two hip-hop greats, Tupac and Biggie, DMX blazed the scene, taking the reins as a hit-making MC.
Because X came out in 98, that means X had to be signed in 97.
Right.
I also even had a standoff between Pac and DMX.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I caught them in the West Coast. So, you know, just that Pac was busy. He was in the room doing some meetings, so we couldn't really he couldn't come out and get his hands dirty. But I was the only one to get X and Pac together to actually get in the hallway to have a conversation. Like,
so you
epic.
So was there a collaboration possibly coming from that, you think?
Yeah, I mean, Pac was in his prime at that time. You know, we was on our way because at that time we came West Coast. Jeff Rowe called us to come through because they came to the studio in Yonkers. I talked to Suge, so yo, come through. He came through, showed them love, whatever. And then from there, he was like, yo, y'all gotta come out to the West. So he flew us out. We came out. And then, you know, at that hotel, Pac was coming in, and then, you know, I hooked up with Pac with X. We didn't get to do the battle, but we seen DR.DRE and all them. We never did, you know, he should try to get us a deal. We didn't like the deal, so we didn't cross over. Because, you know, if I would have did that deal with I wouldn't have been Ruff Ryders, you know what I'm saying? And so I told Suge, I said, listen, I know Dre's the man, but I got my own producers and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do a deal with you. And Dre is running the, you know, he's got full access to all the producers, my producers and all us. We work hard here, so I can't have them just be exclusively to your team. And my team, you know, is not getting the proper situation. So we didn't do the deal. I backed down in the meeting. The heat of money, the West Coast was bubbling crazy back then too. So the beauty of it is we didn't do the deal. Now we came out with Ruff Ryders. Lucky I made that decision so that we can become who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. Let me start this by saying rest in peace to the one and only Mr. DMX. I'm glad I made a couple videos on DMX while he was alive, giving DMX his props, and ultimately also making the different comparisons, or should I say, showing the difference between him and Tupac Shakur, but also their similarities. Now, so much information has came up about DMX since his passing recently that I had to address one thing that really caught my attention. First of all, I had no idea that DMX has sold over 70 million records. That's crazy. That's just bananas. I had no idea that DMX is the first, and I believe the only hip-hop artist that every one of his albums, 5 consecutive times, debuted #1 on the hip-hop and pop charts. That's crazy. Much respect to DMX, salute. But this video right here is about a story that I heard from Ruff Ryders co-founder, Mr. Waah, when he said that he set up a battle once with DMX and Tupac Shakur. Now, let me make sure I use the right words. Dean's words were a face-off. He said he set up a face-off between Tupac Shakur and Earl DMX Simmons.
I also even had a standoff between Pac and DMX.
Oh, really?
Now, I don't know how to take that. Did he mean battle? Did he mean a meeting? He said face-off in the beginning of the interview, And then later on in the interview, he said the battle didn't happen.
And then, you know, at the hotel, Pac was coming in, and then, you know, I hooked up with Pac with X. We didn't get to do the battle, but we
Now, a couple of DMX lyrics on a couple of his songs, at that time, at that particular time, DMX took shots at Tupac. And that was strictly because Tupac was mad, got upset with a few cats on the East Coast, said some choice words about New York, and a lot of New York MCs was ready to stand up. But did DMX have respect for Tupac? Yes, he did. He very much so had a lot of respect for Tupac. Said it in numerous interviews. So at the time, DMX was speaking out of frustration. Sure, he wanted to get at Pac, and the Ruff Ryders was hungry, up and coming. Perfect opportunity to make some noise to come at the biggest rap star in the world. Makes sense to me. They had an inside connect with Suge. It was all love. Maybe they wanted to keep it strictly lyrical. And, you know, but I think the respect factor between the Ruff Ryders camp and Death Row, and at the time, Death Row trying to court the Ruff Ryders, basically trying to pursue them, to pursue some kind of deal with them. Maybe that's why this rap battle never took place. And at the time, DMX wasn't known at all through the mainstream. So I don't know what Tupac would have had to gain by battling DMX in the first place. I guess Pac was looking at them like, who? You know what I mean? What? But yeah, the Dark Man X versus Makaveli the Don. Apparently, this almost happened, but didn't happen. Did that make sense? Ruff Ryders co-founder and CEO Dean was like, Mr. Dean was like, it almost happened, but it didn't happen. Now that's crazy. This is crazy under a lot of different circumstances, because at this time, DMX had to be virtually unknown as far as the mainstream goes. DMX was torching mics all through New York City, you know, in the mid-90s, but it wasn't really a mainstream buzz at this time. And at this time, 9596, Tupac was top of the rap world. So, you know, this would have been a big thing for any artist to get a chance to spar lyrics with Makaveli the Don. Dean said the battle never happened. He said he got a chance to meet with Suge Knight several times. He also said that Suge Knight offered him distribution for his Ruff Ryders imprint, but he said he did get Tupac and DMX in front of each other in a hallway. Now, I don't know what the conversation was about. I'm sure any hip-hop head in the world would have loved to hear what they had to say to each other. And especially, you know, if there was any potential for, you know, a potential battle between these two, that would have been crazy. I also said in one of my videos I did previously that once DMX died, I didn't say no time soon, but just in general, that a lot of people might consider him the GOAT as well. And you see a lot of that going on right now. You know, Tupac is an artist that a lot of people hold near and dear to their heart because a lot of his lyrics came from his heart. Whenever you kick it from the heart, man, people going to respect that. So I got a lot of respect and love for DMX. And once again, rest in peace to the Dark Man X. But I want to know what you guys think. Could you imagine DMX and Tupac going bar for bar? Or do you find it crazy that, according to Dean, it almost happened? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is Makaveli Media. I need you guys to share and like this video. I'm signing off. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.